Everybody doing? Y'all, it is 70 degrees in my neck of the woods. It's already hot. Oh, it's burning up here, y'all. Now look, I am on my back porch and you can see the sun, my back patio. You see how the sun is hitting on this patio. So I decided, I know it's a heat warning in effect. And I decided, but first of all, let me speak to everybody. How is everybody doing this morning? And I thank you for being here. Tamika Davis, Joshua, the OK Lounge, Gwen, Jazzy to the Fame. Hi, Jazz. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for being here, DevNote. I appreciate you all being here. I am going to do something a little differently this morning than what I've been doing. Just give me a second so I can put this on my iPad. Okay, so I will be able to read the comments when I come back on the porch. So welcome all of my existing family members and all of my new family members. I just want you guys to see how bright and sunshiny it is so early in the morning. So I've decided that I am not going to have a heat stroke. So I'm going to stay in my yard and I'm going to do a few steps in the yard and just, this sun is beaming, y'all. Yard all the time, especially I'm walking out in the streets, on the sidewalk. I'm walking in my yard. Hi, Wanda, Louisiana style. Hi, Frank G. Thank you all for being here. I'm just going to be out here for a minute. Then I'm going to take you on my patio while I do some cleaning and just talk, just have a little chat with you all. You're going to chat with Patty this morning, chat with Pat on my patio. So I'm just out here looking around in the yard as I walk a few laps around, and then we will go back to the patio. The grass is, I can feel and see the dew on the grass, but that does not take away for the temperature degrees already. It's supposed to be like 75 by 8 o'clock this morning, Central Standard Time. And I feel it. The sun is beaming. I'm telling you. And I don't even feel a breeze when I walk in my yard on the cool side and get near my neighbor's trees. It's a little shade, but in the middle of this yard, y'all, it is so very hot. I have my water and we're going to, yeah, Pat's Patio chat. That's good, Gwen. I'm going to show you all what I'll be doing. I warmed up a little and I said, I love to walk. I'm going to walk a little bit, but I am not going to have a heat stroke walking out there in the sidewalk, on the sidewalk or in the streets. I can't do. How are you doing? For being here. Thanks to you all. Y'all, it is so hot in my corner of the world. I am in South Central Alabama. And y'all, it's already 75 degrees at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And it is steadily increasing in temperature. How I walk in my yard when I don't go outside to walk. I'm safe in my yard. because I can just run on my patio and just get my water and cool off. So this is what I'm doing right now. Just getting a few steps in the yard, going up the drive. I'm so happy to see you all here this morning. I can get a little exercise right here in my yard without even leaving because I can walk around my front yard a little bit. I'm in my front now walking. On my side, this is the side, one side. I always check out the yard after my lawn man has been here. And this is the gate that leads to my backyard. And you saw it as I was walking back there, but I keep it locked so nobody can just walk in. It's locked, it's kept locked at all times for safety. Y'all, we have to be safe. Even as adults, we have to be safe. We have to keep our children safe. And that was a discussion on OK Lounge last evening, keeping your children safe. So I'm doing a whole pan around in my yard. I've gone all the way around my house, kind of speed walking. And we're gonna have a little chat. I'm going on the back patio in just a few minutes. These are those pots that I gotta get these palm trees taken out so I can put some food in there, plant some food, y'all. Some fruit trees and some veggies. This is that gate from the other side. I'm back in the back. Okay. This is I'm pleased with the way my backyard is looking, but my front yard is a hot pickle of a mess. Yes, ma'am. And when she was little, right, they're our children. Frugal Mama, how are you doing? Welcome in. Yes, we have to. An elderly lady told me years ago, she said, when they're little, they're on your feet. When they grow up, they're on your heart. And that is so true. You know, when they're little toddlers around, they're all around our feet. But as they grow up and go away, they're on our hearts. And I'm always praying for mine. I have 3 here in the city and 1 in Seattle, Washington. Now, I have 2 biological children and 2 adoptive children. My husband and I adopted our niece and nephew. The one that is in Washington, she is our adopted daughter. And I have a son here. And I'm telling you, that boy is 22. And I'm always praying for him. He is that wild child. And he texted me the other night. No, he called me. Mom, I want this chicken dinner. Now, he works. He doesn't live at home. Can you give me $20 for the chicken dinner? It sounded like he was already eating it. I said, okay. I said, just request it. He did. I sent him $20. And my husband used to say all the time that my older daughters, which are my two biological ones, and I spoiled that boy. So yesterday, my older daughter called me and she asked me if he had the same, um, if he had the same Cash App. And I told her he did. And she said, well, never mind. I called him and I got it. She said, I just sent him $20. I didn't tell her that I had sent him 20. But, you know, I guess he is that child that's just, I don't know. But I'm praying, don't give up on him, that he will find his way in life one day. He's not the worst, but I tell you, he has been my child that has given the most trouble. Hi, Eugene Bliss. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy to see you. Now I'm about to go on my back patio and we're going to chit chat a little bit. Just wanted to get a few steps in since I'm not. Thank you, Eugene. Try to keep my yard up. I take care of my parents, always been a while, and I'll be okay. That's great that you take care of your parents and help them out. That's great, Joshua. Okay, this is my yard before I go on the patio. I was that child probably still, Frugal Mama said, I was that child probably still is. If I allowed, keep praying. Prayer works, prayer works. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We never stop praying for our children. I'm always praying that they make good, healthy choices in life. All four of them. Now the girl went to the military, and when she got out, she stayed on in Washington State area. She likes it up there. She says she doesn't want to come back south. And she's up there all alone, but she's doing well. She's working and she's in the reserve. So she's not married, doesn't have any children. I pray for her. I keep her in prayer as well. I keep all of my children in prayer, my family, my grandchildren, my friends, even my YouTube family. I was raised to help those that are less fortunate. I am here to encourage as much as possible. Okay, Jeremiah, thank you. He said he's sweeping the patio. So he just rolled out of bed. He spent the night with me last night. And getting back to the point, my why, my purpose is to help, to encourage, to inspire. And I guess that's why I have so many younger friends that are young enough to be my sons and daughters, because I try to reach the young ones that are coming along, 20, 30, 40s years old, because some of these old ones, you can't tell anything. They think they got it all together. And you can see they have been losing throughout life. So I don't try to tell them anything. If they ask my opinion of things or ask me to pray with them, I do that. And I let God do his business. And that's the way it is. Now, in 2018, I became a paparazzi consultant. I sold a lot of paparazzi. I don't sell as much now because I have paparazzi stacked up. I've done events and gone to different venues to vend, sell the paparazzi. And I've sold a lot. I can't complain. But y'all, being who I am, I have gifted a lot of paparazzi. I'm always giving paparazzi. I love jewelry. I love the blingy type stuff, the shiny stuff, the sequential stuff. And my mom is the same way. She loves bling. So I I gift uh, as I'm led. The other day, my mom was talking to me, and she was talking about one of her elderly neighbors like herself. And she said this lady loves jewelry. This lady is in her 80s, almost 90. And she said she went to church and she had a little jewelry on. She and my mom told me, she said she had jewelry that looked like some beads that you catch at Mardi Gras or a parade. She said she was so happy. The lady was so happy and so proud of her jewelry. So my mom said, "Do you still have paparazzi?" And I said, "I do." She said, "Well, I want to give her some paparazzi." So my mom she knows all she had to do was say the word. So I immediately said, "Don't worry about it." I got together 5 necklaces and a ring, necklace sets and a ring to give this lady. So my mom says to me, she has a birthday in August, and you could just hold it until birth. I say, no, I'm not gonna hold it. Anything could be happening. Hold on a minute, y'all. Jeremiah. Okay, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. And she said, just wait until her birthday. I said, well, I'm not waiting until her birthday. I say anything could happen uh, during that time. Y'all hold on just a minute. Let me take a little break. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I had to go and help him for a second. I'm back. I thank you all for being here. Y'all, stop. Hi, Miss 3410. Thank you for being here. Thanks to you all for being here. Bud Files, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? Thank you so much, Eugene Bliss. I'm so grateful my mom keep praying for me even when I was foolish enough to not to realize what a blessing I was. I thank her periodically. Yes, Frugal Mama, and I know your mom is still praying for you because a mother never stops praying for her children or her child. That's sweet. Okay. Give me some, okay, I will. Let me take off these shoes. Y'all, And I want y'all to see. I'm gonna flip the camera for a minute so y'all can see. Let me see if I can see. It's a glare in the sun. I don't wanna. Okay. Gonna flip the camera if I get it situated so y'all can see. Wait. Okay, y'all. Look at the sweat. I don't know if you can see. You see this? That's where I am now. And let me show you one thing while I have the camera flipped. I These were not lost. My husband always um, had weights. These are 5-pound weights. And I was looking at Frugal Mama the other day, and I was trying to remember how she was doing to tighten up these arms. And I'm gonna get it together, Frugal Mama. I've been trying. I don't know exactly. I gotta go back and watch your video. But I have my 5-pound weights, and I have more weights. These are not all. I have some more that like 3 pounds, because it was a set, I think, of like 4. But anyway, y'all, I got my broom out here. I'm going to be sweeping. Y'all know I won't be able to do it right now because I have a helper who wants to do it. So, yes, he wants to help. But anyway, I just want y'all to see how I am sweating out here trying to get these steps in. So far, just walking around in my yard, I did 1722 steps, which I am proud of. And but let's talk about why, our why. When I was doing paparazzi, let me get back to that point. When I was doing paparazzi, we had seminars, meetings, Zoom calls, and stuff like that. And we were always talking about our why. Why were we doing paparazzi? Your why. You have to know your why. Don't hit the camera. Don't touch that over there. You have to know your why in life. It's the same thing as your purpose. We have to know what our purpose is in life. If we don't know our purpose, we need to consult God with that. And He'll show us and He'll tell us. Sometimes you just already know. So, my why in paparazzi was to build generational wealth for my children and my grandchildren, and to help people look beautiful, to feel good about themselves. And that's why I was doing paparazzi. And that was the why, to help people feel good. Because how many of you know when you dress yourself up and you put on jewelry and you dress up, you feel good. You feel better about yourself. I do. I always try to look my best, to try to dress my best, to try and look my best, as I said. And I've always loved jewelry. I like to make up. I like to, we all like to look our best, or we should. But sometimes people can be so down in the dumps and, think it's no way out. But we can pull ourselves, we can start by trying to look our best. No, you might knock my camera over. Go over there and sweep. Thank you. Go over there somewhere. We're going to clean up the patio for sure and water the plants and all of that. But we have to know our purpose. We have to know our why. My why on YouTube is this. I was inspired to do YouTube by my grandson because I was cooking all the time. I had retired. I cooked even when I wasn't retired. I took care of the family. So when I came home and my husband was already retired, I was cooking 3 meals daily. I was cooking like sometimes every day, sometimes every other day if I had cooked a lot. And I always do cook a lot. I always do overcook. Even now, I find myself cooking more than is needed. So I would just cook food and give food away and stuff like that. When I was working, I used to take people in my office food because I always had so much food. And rather than it sit in the fridge and get thrown out, I would just give people food, cook that night. That next day I would take food, 2 and 3 plates to my job. And, that's the way it is. But my why, getting back to my why on YouTube, after I was inspired by Tyler to do YouTube, I was cooking. And my love for cooking and making dishes and trying new recipes, I wanted to help young mothers, young wives that may not know that may not have known how to put simple meals together on a budget. And if you look at my About page, you will see that. That is what I was doing. I was cooking, trying to show. But not only did I inspire some young people, I inspired some middle-aged people as well. Because how many of you know some older people cannot cook? They're not used to they're not used to cooking. They didn't have to cook, so therefore they didn't cook. Their mothers did the cooking, and they did not. I think I heard a content creator said their mother would not allow them in the kitchen. So a lot of mothers do it yourself, and I was that type of mother. I taught my children. Well, my oldest daughter didn't have any interest in cooking. She just had interest in eating and the telephone and the TV. But B, the one that I talk about a lot, who is a realtor, she was right there on my heels, and on my heels and on my mom's heels. So she learned how to cook. She learned how to cook. So that was my why too for being on YT, was to inspire and to help young mothers learn that they can do simple dishes that didn't take long after they got off work. They could do the simple dishes to provide food for their family. And at this point on YT, I still do some cooking, but I walk, and I'm walking for fitness and health. And some people have told me that they have been inspired by that. And I'm grateful because it's all about your good health. Like my mother-in-law used to say, baby, when you got your good health, you got to do all you can to stay on your feet. She always would say that. So that is what I'm doing now. My why on YouTube is to inspire, to motivate those that I can, to walk for my health and fitness. I do some grocery hauls. I am a prepper as well. I started doing the prepping and the grocery hauling when I was doing a lot of cooking. And if you go back and look at some of my old videos or playlists, you'll see where I did a lot of grocery hauls and a lot of prepping. And I still do prep. I still do have a closet where I keep nothing but paper goods like toilet paper, paper towel, and that kind of stuff. And I mean stacked from the floor all the way to the ceiling. And when we were in that pandemic and we could not hardly get stuff, I remember those days of how I was running around trying to get Lysol spray. So when it became available, I ordered a box of 12 of Lysol sprays. I still have Lysol spray because I was ordering it and ordering it, and ordering cleaning supplies. And I still have a lot of that in my pantry. So we have to be prepared in the times that we live in as much as possible. I know it's not possible for everybody like that, but both my daughters here still have stockpiles and stockpiles of paper, paper goods and cleaning supplies, and I mean, it looks like two stores in their pantry. But I watched my mom, my grandparents as well, who always, my aunties, who always prepare. They prepare for whatever, because we lived in an area where hurricanes would come through in the state of Louisiana. And so we stayed prepared. They stayed prepared with candles, battery operated lights, and first aid kits, all kind of over the counter drugs. And I have that same thing in my home. I keep over the counter drugs. I keep first aid stuff. When we're going out of town, we take first aid kits with us. You know, we are prepared. Flashlights and all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's just what we do. That's just a part of me, a part of my family, and the way I have been trained, and I still do it to this day. So we have to know, why are we on YouTube? I am on here, as I said, to help, to inspire, to encourage those that I can, and we all inspire somebody. And as I said about the walking, I've always walked. You know, I did exercise, but I wasn't consistent as I should have been. But as I got older, I started thinking more about health, being more health conscious. And I remember one morning I was watching Wellness with Frugal Mama, and I was in bed. And when she said, wherever you are, on the couch, in the bed, just start moving your legs, kick up your legs, move your arm. And at that point, I started kicking up my legs, bending my knees, flexing my feet, stretching my arms. And she inspired me to start it all over again. And to be consistent is what I knew I had to be, because I had not been consistent in the past. So I shout out Wellness with Frugal Mama. She was an inspiration in that way for me exercising my body. So when I don't get out here and walk, I miss it, because I have walked consistently for the past 6 months, not missing a beat, even when it was cold. I was out there in the cold. I was out there with scarves on and hats and gloves, but I was getting it in, and it helped me. It helped me with my balance. It helped me to get rid of some of the body fat. It helped me mentally. It helped my bones, my joints to stay lubricated. And God knows it helped my pulmonary system, my breathing, my heart rate, my cardiology, cardiovascular system, all of that, all of that. And so generally when I walk, I wear the compression stockings, but I didn't this morning because I was just walking around in the yard, but I did have my sneakers on. And because I have had a problem with fluid in my right ankle, the swelling, but like the doctor said, walk. I want you to walk. That will help that. And it truly has. And I elevate my feet. No, they're too heavy for you. I'm going to have to find, Jeremiah wants to pick up the 5-pound weights, but no, they're too heavy. I have some little ones I have to find. I think they might be in the garage, but that is the one Papa used to use all the time when he was exercising. So here we are. Let's see if I miss anybody. Buddha, how you doing, Buddha? Thank you, Buddha, for the share. Yeah, it's so hot, Buddha. It's like 70 something degrees now. Welcome in Lashes. I thank you so much. I did a little walking in my yard rather than just walking in place, Lashes. At the beginning of the video, I walked around some laps in my yard and all around my house and in the front yard. But honey, it is so hot out there. When I started, it was already about 74 degrees. It was already about 74 degrees. Hold on just a minute. Let me see what it is right now. But as you can see, as you look out over my yard, you can see how bright it is.
Hey, Tanika. Uh, the sun is bright. Hi, Tanika. The sun is bright and the hot. So not so hot.
Here. Okay, y'all, I checked the temp when I went in the house, and it is already 79 degrees, y'all. Now, I can't walk in 70s, high 70s, and 80 degrees because I am not going to have a heat stroke out here. If I get out here and walk, it will have to be like early morning, probably 6 or 6:30 in the morning. I saw one fellow walker yesterday, and she was saying that she was not going to walk at 8 in the morning anymore. She's going to come out about 6:30. And I peeked out of my window this morning. I saw some people walking like at 7 o'clock. But I just decided that I would just do a little something, something in the yard. And I'll be doing some exercises, on my patio and just talking a little with you guys. And I'm going to set up um, StreamYard so that I can bring some of you that want to come on the panel. I'm going to start off with the free version, and then if I see a need to increase, I will. But that's what I'm going to do. Jeremiah is an awesome. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he was talking while I was going in the house. uh, 85. Okay. It's according to um, Alexa. When I went in the house, it was 79 according to that, but it may be higher. It feels like I feel a little breeze. Well, I have my ceiling fan on out here on the patio, and I do see the trees moving a little bit in the back. You can see them moving on the camera. But yes, I'm going to have to exercise. And y'all, I will be showing y'all um, some vegan chicken salad that my daughter made. She's doing a lot of vegan foods now. I told you the journey that she's on. Oh, it's already 82 lashes. And she made some good chicken salad yesterday. And she sent me about a little cup full to see how I liked it. And she sent the crackers and everything. And I like it. I really do like it. Don't touch my plants. Leave that alone. Leave my sticks alone on my plants. Jeremiah, don't bother my plants now. Those are my babies. And we're so used to the heat. Yes, you're used to the heat down in your neck of the woods. Yes. Yeah, but I tell you, I was sweating bullets yesterday when I was out. It was in the high 70s. Before I could get to the corner, I was already drenched in sweat. And I said, oh no. And then when I got this notice that we're having a heat, they called it a heat warning, and it's supposed to go through tomorrow. So I decided at that point, I would just see what was happening this morning as to why I would walk, as to whether I would walk this morning. So when I looked at the temp, I just said, no, I am not going to get out there because I don't want to have a heat stroke. Though I have my water, but still, the way that um, heat was beaming, that sun was beaming on me yesterday, I said, that was a wake up call. I said, because I know people who have had heat strokes. And one of my niece's mother had a heat stroke, and she was living in Ohio, and she passed. She had a heat stroke, and she didn't recover. And that's been some years ago now. No, just close the door.
We're not sleeping there first.
Mhm.
I'm sleeping
Yeah, so Lashes, I'm sure you walked yesterday. I mean this morning. I missed you, but I just believe you probably walked. Jeremiah, I didn't tell him to take her. He spoke to Miss Tamika. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if Lashes is still here, but yes, she is in the South. She's in the South OK Lounge. Mm-hmm.
There was a little baby son. There was a little baby hatch named Patio.
Yep, so I am going to close out this video, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming to walk with me, and I will see you all soon. Bye.